I'm sitting here by candlelight, and I don't feel like doing my dishes. So I figured before I did that, I would do a quick live reading from this cute little book. Women say the wisest things. Oh, there's some people watching. You're live with me. Look at you. All right. We're going to get started here in just a second. All right, so we'll just do this for a few minutes. Thanks for joining me. You know, it's like a little bedtime poetry, but they're just little phrases. This is an interesting one. Arlene Francis. Oh, first I should tell you who made this compilation. Mary Carlisle. What the heck does that say? Beasley. Oh, that looks kind of cool. That looks really cool. Oh, that should be the thumbnail right there. Whoa. All right, thank you, Mary Carlisle. Beasley. Women say the wisest things. Arlene Francis says this. Trouble is a sieve through which we sift our acquaintances. Those too big to pass through are our friends. That's pretty deep. It's so deep, I don't even know if I completely am registering every meaning of that in my brain right now. Trouble is a sieve through which we sift our acquaintances. Those too big to pass through are our friends. I think it's kind of saying if you have trouble in your life and your acquaintances, just leave, but your friends hang in there with you. Is that what it means? Write in the comments if it means something deeper than I'm seeing. Surely, says Hannah Farnham Lee, we ought to prize those friends on whose principles and opinions we may constantly rely. Marlene Dietrich says, it's the friends that you can call up at 4 a.m. that matter. Toni Morrison, you know her, she says, she is a friend. She gathers pieces and gives them back to me in all the right order. It's cute. Lady Bird Johnson said, become so wrapped up in something that you forget to be afraid. Margaret Sanger says, women must not accept, they must challenge. They must not be awed by that which has been built up around them. They must have reverence for the things inside themselves that struggle for expression. Ooh, I like that one. Let's read that one again. That reminds me of testifying. Let me lower this. Can you see the candle then? Women, says Margaret Sanger, must not accept. They must challenge. They must not be awed by that which has been built up around them. They must have reverence for the things inside themselves that struggle for expression. Beautiful. Maya Angelou says, fear brings out the worst in everybody. Fear brings out the worst in everybody. We've seen that a lot this year, haven't we? Dorothy Bernard says, courage is fear that has said its prayers. Yeah. Mary McLeod Bethune says, without faith, nothing is possible. With it, nothing is impossible. I have to sneeze. Bless you. Thank you, Scribbles. You want to say the next one? Sure. All right, the next one is by Eartha Kitt. My recipe for life is not being afraid of myself. Wow, that's deep. My recipe for life is not being afraid of myself. Wow, you think a lot of people go around being afraid of themselves? Mary Curry says, nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood or overstood or what was the other one we thought of? Oh, I forgot. We'll think of it later. There's overstand and understand and something else. Faith is the key that fits the door of hope, says Elaine Emmons. That's cute. Helen Keller says, keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see the shadows. How about we find quotes about love, shall we? The best proof of love is trust, says Dr. Joyce Brothers. Ooh. Another one from Helen Keller. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. If we all applied that one to love a little bit more, I think this world would be a more loving place, don't you? Alice Dorr-Miller says, love will not always linger longest with those who hold it in too clenched a fist. Love will not always linger longer with those who hold it in too clenched a fist. I think this is written by the author herself. Love is the little four-letter word that changes everything. On the pages that follow, wise women share the kind of wisdom that comes straight from the heart. Love is a great beautifier, Louisa May Alcott says. I was just saying that to someone the other day. I felt so beautiful when I felt so loved by my Aunt Clary. Lucille Ball, I love her, says, love yourself first and everything else falls into line. You really have to love yourself to get anything done in this world. I like that. Elizabeth Barrett Browning says, whoever loves true life will love true love. True love's not a secret. You'll know loud and clear. You won't have to hide. You won't feel any fear. Diane Arbus intrigues us with this little token. Love involves a peculiar, unfathomable combination of understanding and misunderstanding. Okay. Zelda Fitzgerald says, nobody has ever measured, not even poets, how much the heart can hold. How much can your heart hold? Can you measure that? Love is a game that two can play and both win, says Eva Gabar. Love is multiplication, says Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. You make babies. To love deeply in one direction makes us more loving in all others. Madame Swetchine. That is so true. Here's another wise ditty. Not a ditty. What do we call this? Sentence. Love dies only when growth stops. Pearl Buck. I like that. Accustom yourself continually to make many acts of love, for they enkindle and melt the soul. Cute. Saint Teresa of Avila. There's a lot of talk about love in here. And there's a lot of talk about faith. What's after faith? Happiness. Let's end on happiness, shall we? Ooh, we've been going for 13 minutes already. There is only one happiness in life, says George Sand. To love and be loved. I love that. This is happiness, to be dissolved into something complete and great. Willa Cather. Earth's crammed with heaven, says Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Too many wish to be happy before becoming wise. Wow. So wisdom comes before happiness, says Suzanne Kirchard Necker. And here again, Colette says, be happy. It's one way of being wise. Wait, that's the other way around. All right, let's just talk a little bit about attitude now, and then we'll say goodnight. Savvy women of all ages understand that despair is a poor counselor indeed. It has been correctly observed that attitude determines altitude. The better we think, the higher we fly. The words that follow can provide the kind of attitude adjustment that makes for a beautiful, safe, enjoyable flight. Perhaps like a flying penguin. Optimism is that faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence, says Helen Keller. If you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you're right. Mary Kay Ash. Now that is wisdom. No pessimist ever discovered the secrets of the stars, or sailed to an uncharted land, or opened a new heaven to the human spirit. Helen Keller. It is best to act with confidence no matter how little right you have to it. Lillian Hellman. There is nothing from the outside that can defeat any of us. Margaret Mitchell. In the long run, we shape our lives and we shape ourselves. The process never ends until we die. Eleanor Roosevelt. All times are beautiful for those who maintain joy within them, but there are no happy times for those with disconsolate souls. Rosalia Castro. Reach high, for stars lie hidden in your soul. Dream deep, for every dream precedes the goal. Pamela Valstar. All the stars in the sky are the same stars in my head. Aviva Vuvuzela. The way in which we think of ourselves has everything to do with how our world sees us. Arlene Raven. Happiness is not a matter of events. It depends on the tides of the mind. Alice Mayno. How very little can be done under the atmosphere of fear. Florence Nightingale. Act as if it were impossible to fail. Dorothea Brand. Live as if you like yourself, and it may happen. Marge Piercy. Everything is in the mind. Knowing what you want is the first step in getting it. Mae West. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. Eleanor Roosevelt. A fool without fear is sometimes wiser than an angel with fear. Nancy Astor. It only seems as if you are doing something when you're worrying. Lucy Maud Montgomery. What? Life. All right, I'm addicted. I'm just going to keep going. Just a couple more. Life. Life is the work of art that each woman must fashion in her own way and with her own hands. As her life's work takes shape, each woman leaves her mark according to the way she lives. On the following pages, wise women reveal their secrets for creating a masterpiece. Live with no time out. Simone de Beauvoir. Nothing is so often irretrievably missed as a daily opportunity. Mary von Ebner-Eschenbach. Life hurries past, too strong to stop, too sweet to lose. Willa Cather. Nobody's gonna live for you. Dolly Parton. If you're not looking within, then you are always ready for a show. Aviva Vuvuzela. See into life. Don't just look at into. See into life. Don't just look at it. Anne Baxter. Life is my college. May I graduate well and earn some honors. Louisa May Alcott. As long as one keeps searching, the answers will come. Joan Baez. Baez. Why can't I say her last name? Baez. Joan Baez. Good night, my loves. On the forehead, like scribbles. Sleep well. I hope you enjoyed this late night, early morning reading. And I will see you soon. Qigong class 1:30 tomorrow.